Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Critical and welcome back to another Minecraft Snapshot video. This week we're taking a look at 21w16a, and there's a lot of cool stuff to check out in the snapshots. Let's go ahead and jump on into it. So, first and foremost, we now have Azalea Trees, which are super cool. These are acquired by bone mealing either the flowering azalea or the azalea that are eventually going to be found in the lush cave biome. So you can see here, bone meal one of those, you're going to get one of these cool little trees, and it is the same for either one. So you don't need to grow the flowering one to get the flowering azalea leaves. Either of these will do, and you're going to get the same kind of tree. And as you can see here, these trees are super wacky. They have kind of like a bend to them. They remind me a lot of the acacia trees, which is over here by one of the savannas. Yeah, they've got the same kind of little bends to them, which I think is super cool. Another change that has been added is that the three textures for the raw blocks, or the raw ore blocks, have been changed. You can see that these are a little bit more rocky now. Before they looked like beans. I think everybody kind of collectively agreed that these definitely looked like beans, but now, as you can see, these are a little bit more natural looking, a little bit more rock shaped, which I think is a pretty nice change, and they can still be utilized for beans, but maybe just a little less extreme. And then over here we have a change to the way that Dripstone generates, or what can happen to it once it has generated. So, as you can see here, if you have any Dripstone with a Dripstone block above it that has water on the block above it, it will cause the Dripstone to drip. Now, I think this drips normally, but specifically, if you have the water above it, it will now cause these to grow. And this takes a very long time, so I'm not going to wait around to show you guys it generating. It takes quite a while for it to happen, but it will grow. Oh, there you go. That just happened. I don't think I did that, because I think I only placed one here. Maybe I did. I don't know. But these will now grow, so that is pretty exciting. And if this down here is within 10 blocks of the drip, it will grow up from the floor as well. So these will now try to reach toward each other, provided they are within the proper distance to be able to do that. And so you'll end up with some of this. And this now means that Dripstone is renewable, including the blocks, because I think you can craft these into the blocks. So this is now a renewable resource, which is super cool. So that is all of the changes in this resource pack, in this snapshot for the current update to the game. Now, there is, of course, the new data pack that they've been adding. As you can see here, I have a data pack installed called the Caves and Cliffs Preview. I can't speak today, I apologize. The Caves and Cliffs Preview. This is available for download in the blog post of every snapshot that they're releasing. So in the description of this video, you can go to the blog post. There will be a download to this data pack. And basically what this allows you to do is, if we head into spectator mode, you can see all of the new cave types are available to look at. So as they make changes for 1.18, which is when we'll be getting all of these new things, you can see as they make changes to what that's going to look like, and we can still provide them with feedback on how we feel about this. Now, this snapshot includes two changes to this, and I'm actually going to give myself a little bit of night vision here. Let's see, give myself night vision. There we go. So the first change that we can see, and I think I just saw a little bit of it happening over here. Yeah, so some of the aquifers, or the aquifers, can now spawn as lava. So you can see here, this one's lava, whereas this one is water, and they can spawn next to each other and replace one another. But yeah, as you can see, we're now going to get a lot of these generating, and ooh, here we go. Yeah, you can see here, this is one of the ones that's kind of up on a higher plane, and that has now generated as lava instead. Now, this won't happen all through the world. I believe it's only at the lower levels, so you're still going to get a lot more of the water aquifers the higher up that you are. But now, as you get lower down, those have a chance to be lava. And the other major change, which is a huge change to the way ore generation spawns, is that, and I believe this only applies to iron and copper right now, perhaps. I'm not sure that it applies to all the ores. But they can now spawn as clusters, or as giant veins. So right now they kind of spawn in these little blobs like this, but there's a chance that you can find some massive ore veins, and I'm really hoping that I can find one here because they look absolutely crazy. Let's head over into this open area. I might see one. Yeah, so you see this? You see this right here? How these are kind of spread across, and it extends over this way and then up over there and up into the ceiling. So these now will generate, and these are massive. One of the developers tweeted out a picture of how these work. They fill up a huge area. So this one up there that you can see up at the top is actually the same one, most likely, that is extending all the way over here and then off over in this direction. And then it goes down through the ground. So this is probably starting somewhere over here, and it's extending and wrapping all the way up through this area, all the way up to up here. And then you can see it looks like it's even extending around out to here a little bit and hitting some of this area over here. So these are massive and ways to get tons of iron and, of course, copper, because I believe copper also spawns in the same way. And it looks like this one actually extends up here too and wraps around. There could be two merging right here, but from what I saw, these are pretty big, so it's probably the same one. But that's just a way for you to get a ton of iron, and I think that's pretty cool. It's worth noting, normal iron can still spawn. That's not the only way that it spawns. It's not getting rid of your normal iron generation. It's just saying, or it's just adding that as well. So you can see over here, we've got a normal iron blob and a normal copper blob. But in addition, we have those really cool ore veins, which I think is a really neat change. But that is going to do it for this snapshot video. That is all of the new features, both in the previews for the 1.18 stuff and for the current changes that are being made to the game. I hope that you guys have all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content. And yeah, I checked the description for all the links to the blog post and to my other socials as well. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.